And go ahead.
All right. No, what I was saying, I wanted to get you on speaking on the.
Finish what you were saying first.
Oh, okay. The dirty Moors. How a lot of them brothers will get that information, and they'll, like, for instance, what I experienced with the dirty Moors, they'll tell a sister as to where if your son or daughter get arrested, make them crackers prove the case. Don't take no deal. Which for me, being in the system, I did 18 years in prison before. I know that's an outright lie. Because when you get arrested, you have to weigh out if you did the crime, what you know that they don't know, and what you know that they know. So a lot of these Moors, they'll get on these social networks and they'll tell these people, make them prove their case, don't take no deal. I took a deal for 24 years. Otherwise, I might have still been up in prison. You know, so you have to weigh out the options. So I was asking the brother to speak on that.
Let me get my thoughts together.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Well,
go ahead.
I mean, it's all a matter of jurisdiction. It's all a matter of having authority and being the autonomy is basically self-government and taking responsibility for your own actions. And once we start doing that, none of that other shit really don't matter. No corporation has no rights or authority over anybody unless you give them to them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
Your
has
words.
authority over you unless you
yourself.
give it to them.
That's right.
So it's just about.
But they're not under the human right.
self-government.
But they talk about civil. They don't speak on the human rights. You know?
I mean, that's civil. You're dealing with money. How much you care about that paper to let it determine your life?
That doesn't make any sense to me, really, because it sounds good in theory, but
Not theory.
if I was to commit a crime now and then the police came to take me away, what am I going to do? Say to them, you have no jurisdiction over me, and they're going to walk away and leave me be?
It depends on what your crime is, and if you really feel like it's a crime. If you
Let's,
feel like
let's say it was murder then.
I mean, murder.
Well,
If you murdering
Based
people,
off-
if you murdering
based off-
people, you really don't even know
Based
the
off
state of
law of
mind.
attraction, anybody
Even
that
be-
is divine and national ain't gonna be doing none of that foolishness. It started with cleansing
Yeah,
yourself
makes
first of
sense.
all before you try to
Right.
tell anybody that you're not in their jurisdiction. Well, I'm not in your jurisdiction because I live a righteous lifestyle, and any move that I make is sparked by a divine thought from the Most High Creator, from my Creator. So I'm not even gonna be attracting those people to come mess with me.
That's not-
If
That
I'm
makes
following
sense.
the 42 laws of
That
God,
makes more
if
sense.
I'm living every day like it's Judgment Day, I shouldn't. You wouldn't. We have no business together at all. So if you committed a crime, you better be able to stand up for it. And because the Moors don't have a council to judge anybody in that manner, and we decide to let the Most High handle us, then you gotta go in their courts if you dealing on their basis of what they feel is law. I mean, if somebody going to jail for getting murdered, I really don't, for murdering somebody, I don't have anything to say. Like,
But there's always mitigating circumstances.
Right. Yeah,
if somebody hurt my child, I'm
Right.
going to kill you.
yeah, oh, definitely.
So where does the Moors come into that kind of a situation?
More is basically representing the spirit, and the flesh is representing your creation. It's standing your square within your creation. This is me in full person. I came out with my mother on the 7 high seas of my mother and the stages in her womb, and I came out. That's how I came about through creation, the divine creation, of divine union between my mother and my father. And that's how I came about, not through no fictitious corporate entity. I came about the divine union, immaculate conception. And what you saying with what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
just
Uh-huh.
now?
Oh,
Someone was harming her child, and she had to
Somebody
kill
was to harm your child, you dealing with natural love. It's not up to man. If something happens, you deal with it accordingly. It's just about knowing cause and effect, consequences to actions, karmatic things. Like, it's not really, like, it ain't about, oh, I need to get out of this. It's about, okay, you know that from this action you committing, there is a reaction. So it's just about dealing with it. It's like really no, first of all, to feel like another person outside itself is supposed to give you your karma is a whole nother thing in itself. It's like I can't even fathom like these questions and stuff. Like it's like what ifs to me. It's like it's not really.
Well, to me, it's not a what if because I'm a mum.
I'm just
And
saying.
if somebody hurt my child,
then
I'm not going to be thinking straight. I'm going to go and kill that person.
All right. Okay.
So
and
what
then
happens?
what?
So can I then go on the stand and when it comes to my sentencing day, tell them exactly what you just said and expect them to say,
That's not
okay.
divine. I mean, I can't tell you that.
But my child is divine to me.
But if you feel that way,
Yeah.
whatever you say, and whatever comes out, whatever research you find, whatever divine intuition comes to you, however you handle that, if you feel that you weren't wrong, you are not wrong, and you're gonna get what you feel, what you attract. If you felt like that was what you needed to do, and that is what was really needed to be done, then you good. Like I can't really. They not the judge of it. Nobody else is the judge of it but you. Like
That's right.
honestly,
Especially the carnal-minded people.
If you scared,
Heathens.
that means something you did. You feel like you wasn't supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you scared, you in their courtroom, and you feel like they need to punish you, then they gonna punish you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whatever
you
you
saying
feel like you'll punish.
the energy, whatever energy you take on yourself is what's going to come to you. But if in your heart you knew that was a crime, it was life or life. They were going to kill my child, so I killed them before they killed my child. Any mom has a right to protect her child, and a court of law is not going to fault you for protecting your child.
That's nature.
It is.
Just protect your child. And
Because when we
That
found
comes
out
second.
that a polar bear holds a grudge,
You know they'll come down here and look for you.
Anywhere on earth,
They use
will
portals.
come and find
Yeah.
you.
You do know
Anywhere
that.
on earth.
They
will
use
swim,
portals.
They will swim the seas.
They're very
They
powerful.
go through whatever portal that's in laws
You can be in
of
the
nature.
heat of the equator,
You could be anywhere.
knocking on your door. He got you. How'd he get there? That's not the question.
That's right. The fact that
But see,
you
we
did
known
it
that growing up
wrong,
north. They talk about
he
that. In the
gonna
south, they
take
get sit
care
on
of
talk because you don't see many
Sometime
polar
before
bears.
you-
But
before
we known
you
that knowledge when I was a
see
child
in
coming
this
up.
world,
They're
he's
gonna
be
find
there
you.
at your door.
They haunt you.
It may be a few years.
You can get on a plane,
but he
train,
gonna
and
find
everywhere.
you.
But they come to your door. Big old white bear. Boom! Boom! What is that? A big nigga on my door. Go to the door. Yeah, we make my but it's real.
That's
And
the
the many
only
people's like, how
animals
they-
we know of
It
that
don't
will-
matter.
That keeps a grudge.
They have connection with
they
the. They got to deliver the universe. Why I finally want to kill my child?
It's
Oh,
all
I'm coming to your house.
It's all on what matrix you identify with.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got an original matrix, which is
And that's why it means things are not black and white. You got all these colors here, and that's what we're talking here. All these colors. It's just yes or no. It got depends on certain. Just there is no set line. Perfect. It's the colors involved. So it's that. I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things, and
Yeah.
by all means.
Yeah. And even now, they've got what they consider a crime of passion. Something happens, and in the heat of the moment, you kill a person. You out of your mind, or whatever they call it. You're not,
Temporarily insane.
or whatever they call it. They're not gonna hold you for it.
Oh, it's like a baby holding a cat, squeezing a cat, and like really trying to hug it.
And they kill it.
Yeah, they kill
And
it.
it passes away. And the cat's like,
Yeah.
Okay, because see with me, I mean, I don't mean disrespect to anyone or anyone's thoughts, but I ask questions. So
we
this
should
is,
never
this
ever
is,
not ask questions.
I always do, even if it pisses people off sometimes. But
Well,
what I'm going to say is, from what I'm just hearing now, so really there shouldn't be any Moors in prison right about now then, no?
Are they really Moors? Moors is the state
there
of
you go.
And this is where this is the point I was going to get to, because
90% of the people.
I have a lot of conversations with Moors on Facebook,
Okay.
and it seems it's what my mum would always say.
Is this private?
In a way.
It's what my mum would say. You've got an answer for everything. So just now, it's like everything I'm saying, you've got something to counteract it, which until we do take back the world,
New Orleans.
the universe, and everything for us,
The spirit brought you here, so I can't really say.
it's not an ideal world.
Mahali,
so
I think.
what I'm trying to
that
say
mean?
again is, from what I'm hearing, there shouldn't be any Moors in prison. And before you jump in, because
You too, my brother.
every time I
Maybe
speak
it
with
brought you
Moors
here.
on Facebook, I'm having
We're talking
interactions
of this
which
Moorish,
always
the
leads
Moorish
into an
nation
argument.
of the Moors. You heard of the Moors?
We
Heard of the
talk,
Moors?
and then
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, the Moorish
I'll
nation.
give a scenario,
This is our
Okay.
original
and then
part.
first thing they'll do
Our
is say, well, they're not a real Moor then.
Nah,
You look like a
I'm
musician.
everything.
You know
I'm
that?
not
And
just
I
a Moor,
understand
Muslim,
why
I'm
he says
Rastafari,
that. I
I'm
know
Christian,
why he says
I'm
that.
Islam, I'm everything.
They're the Moors
All
too.
this comes from one divine source. Being a Moor is being a proper person and full person.
Okay, because I'll tell you the God's honest truth now, and I've said this before. I made a video a while ago, and I already said to you,
You shouldn't be in anybody
wait,
else's prison.
Wait, and I've also already stated that where I come from, we get our history from the horse's mouth. Until I came to America, and I'm talking about this division that goes on in America amongst our people. Before I came here to live, I mean, I've been to America many, many times before, but when I came to live, I never heard of Moors or Hebrew Israelites. I just heard of black people because we're one. In America, to me, there's so much division amongst our people and so many different pockets of people, which is why white supremacy doesn't even have to bother with us anymore because we're doing it all for
They
them.
use it as a
That's
weapon.
not even
But
real.
when you're done, I'm gonna answer you on that one. Why is it
I
that?
was listening for white supremacy. Go ahead.
It's
because white supremacy right now are so busy doing what they're doing to get to what they need to be doing to get to their next stage. They're more worried about the Latinas than about us, because everything that they want us to happen to us, we're doing to ourselves. We're doing the work for them. And this is where I'm going back to the part where I was saying earlier on, when black people get together in America, you always have to tell them what you're affiliated with first before they will give you the time of day. Whereas what I'm used to is, as long as your skin is black, come in, we're talking. And that's what I don't find here in America, which is quite disturbing to me.
First of all that separation, we not black, that's a fictitious. Who started calling us black? We didn't call ourselves black.
Okay,
that's
let me take
fictitious.
that word black
That's
out
a
of it then, because
status.
again, that's what I'm saying, an answer for everything.
That creates the
let's just say,
separation. That's what we
let's just
about.
say, us as the chosen ones. Then.
There you go.
Okay, us as the chosen ones. Why is there so much division here in America amongst the chosen
Because
ones?
we don't know where we come from.
And you answered that,
I
and
do.
you said
I
it
would
many
say
times.
It's not for everybody. Like,
There too.
For me, like, just because your skin may look like mine, that don't make you nothing.
Get your family.
That don't mean nothing to me. Because if you don't have a soul, if
There
it don't
you go.
resonate, if your melanin is not working properly, so you can
There you
control
go.
this spacesuit so that no foreign alien activity can come within you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is way more spiritual than anything. That's why they have all these physical limitations put on these people, because obviously you're not the chosen one if you can't operate on a higher frequency and use this spaceship and
But
use
some
this
people need to be
spacesuit.
taught how to get to that different frequency. So
Yeah,
what do you just do?
but
Dash
I
them
can
away
say from
because they're not already on that
experience
plane?
It's in me.
It's in
I
everybody. It just needs to be
But
activated.
is it in everybody?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
If it wasn't everybody, we wouldn't be having these
No,
issues.
because there's so much things being thrown at us.
In other words, distractions.
To block us.
That's
A lot
why-
of people need to be unlocked
Right,
and
right.
nurtured
and naturally
and
you're
brought.
gonna unlock yourself. Naturally,
No,
you're going
that's
to
what
unlock
more-
So
yourself.
no,
That's what we
because
doing.
the,
We letting you
because
Based off law of
the energy
attraction.
that's coming at us now to bring us down is so powerful. These children, they're looking at music videos, the way people are dressing, everything else. So
But naturally,
so it's for
naturally,
people
if you
who
are
are
a chosen
people who
one,
are enlightened.
naturally, you're gonna
It's
do
down to us not to just dash them away because
Oh,
they're not. We
definitely
need to
not.
bring them
Definitely,
in.
but it's
So
already
to
a
me,
force
as long as
naturally,
you've got
because it's been
as long as you've got
prophesied.
this skin, I will always have time for you.
Yeah, I have time for everyone though. I don't care what color your skin is. I have
No,
time for everyone.
I don't have time for everyone. I only have time for my own kind.
That's
It's
Well,
only
see,
one
that's
race.
kind of selfish
That's the separation.
in a way
No,
It's
because
an
no.
illusion.
I mean,
Let me intercede. First of all, You have to look at reality. You have to look at historical events. You can go into supernatural, spiritual land all you want. Y'all know I dwell there. But if you don't look at white supremacy, the things that he has actually done to this stuff is documented. Look at what he's. No, you're not saying this.
Status. We calling
Right,
ourselves black. We have the correct
No,
our
with the
status.
church.
You know why we
take
call
them
each
black out
other?
now.
You can't
We
listen and
have
talk at the same
treaties.
time.
We have
Kush.
treaties with these people
Kush.
that let them know it's
Kush.
divine law.
You
We
can't
deal
listen and
with
talk at the same
status.
time, and you're not gonna overtalk
I
me.
listen, but it's just that's the separation right there. I'm letting y'all know. It's the separation.
Finish.
Stated on paperwork.
No, I'm gonna let him finish since I gotta bow
It's
down to Kush.
contracts.
I'm gonna bow down to Kush because that's what Infinity do.
Contracts. I got it.
So anyway, if you don't look at the actual history, the written history, oral history of the things that he's done, you have to analyze the breaking process. The reason why some people's spirits are separated from the body. We are the vast minority, just that we have a spiritual acknowledgement of self. So everybody else on this planet have national, what's it called, nationhood, national, whatever. They can relate to a nation. You have nationality. Thank you so much, Sam. You have to look at, and I always tell people this: juxtapose our being at the bottom of the totem pole at everything with our failure to want to identify as a nation. Look at us. Look at everything. Look at all the statistics. Look at us financially. Look at us psychologically. Look at us in education. Just look at employment. Look at everything with us as a people. And we're the only people like, well, I don't want to be black. It's just finding another way of not being African. I know that's a hot topic for y'all. Y'all don't even, not y'all.
Africa.
What?
That's what I'm saying. It's Africa.
This is Africa. We are in
It's
Africa.
Africa.
I mean, but we have to be in
civilization
reality.
is right there
Washington.
between Monroe and Vicksburg, Louisiana. The Washita was
This
here.
is
The
all
oldest
part of
indigenous-
Kemet.
Well, okay,
Exactly.
but
nation
what
we
you're
gonna
saying,
identify
what
with
you're
though?
saying isn't really resonate with me, because if we're the original man, that means everyone came from us. That means that everything came out of that nucleus that's called the motherland. So that means that China is African, Japan is African. Well, let's not go there, because that's not the issue at hand. What you're saying is not going to get us from out of white supremacy.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not going
We
to
have
give
to
us
claim
control.
nationality.
It's not going to give us political power. You understand?
that's
This?
what
We're the
I'm
only
saying.
people that
Earth
try to mix
anyways. First of
spiritual,
all, Earth is
religion,
about
and
to, like,
politics.
she's so polluted. She's about to. We are having a rebirth. We live in a womb. The cosmic structure, what we are actually in the act of, is the earth, the womb about to birth another womb. So on a vibrational standpoint, we all have to be raising our vibration so we can survive on the new earth, which is why you see a lot
That's
of
why he says the new earth in the scripture.
Moors. They call
Right
themselves
about now, the
Moors
only people going to
and
the new
Moorish,
earth,
but this is really a
white people,
connection
the
between the
1%,
immortal
they've
being,
already got their
a mer,
portals.
a M-U-U-R,
Because,
And their
a
little spaceships to
Merkaba.
take them there.
Because the
Oh, they
requirement
getting
of
that
white
already. They getting off of this.
You
Yeah.
have to think of this on a spiritual, because when
But they ain't got nothing to do with them. They're not gonna make
We
it
could
anyway.
be as
It's divine
spiritual as
and national. It's just not
we have drum
national.
circle 3 and 5 right there up in here. All kind of
They're not
spiritual
down
stuff.
on
But
that
that's
level.
not spirit.
I'm not-
That's
They're
on,
not
that's on
spiritual.
a low
Listen.
That's on a
vibration.
different vibration.
It's on the whole nother vibration.
on
This
the-
is what
Damn.
I'm saying.
Don't people need to talk no knowledge.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you still have to be political. You still have to
That's
attain
the
political
political.
power. You could try to be as spiritual as you want. You could be all Gandhi, woo, and levitate off the earth if that's what you want
That's
to.
what we
That's not
saying.
going
No,
to
we ain't getting off of this.
That's not
They gonna
gonna
get off of this. She
people
just
out of
said it, them
poverty.
chips.
That's what I'm saying. They go.
That's the political
earth
status.
We're talking about
the earth is
we're talking
rebirthing
about
a new
something
one.
in
You have
the
to be able to be born.
And
We're
those
talking
new
about the
ones
future
are those
tense. We're talking about
crystals,
right
which
now.
I'm
We're
seeing.
under a system of white
These
supremacy.
crystals.
And that's
The
the problem that we have as a
crystal
people. No one wants to
Not
deal
no
with white
sold out.
supremacy. Nobody
Yo, they
wants
gonna
to
be
deal
gone
with
It's
it.
dealt with
I do.
already. It's
Okay.
dealt with. It's dealt with by me loving who I am
the sun
and
gonna
being
set the
myself.
universe
That's how
on fire sometime in the future. We still under the regime of white supremacy. This is not making any sense and not dealing with white
correcting
supremacy.
your political
Look.
status.
Illusion.
What political stand? You don't
Your
have political
nationality.
power.
They have
Nationality.
treaties.
There
You don't
you
have
go.
political
They have treaties.
power.
That's treaties.
I do.
Those are the treaties.
How many
Law of
banks
the
you own?
land.
How many?
That's
how
not
many,
all of
how many
them.
national
That's the
banks
whole
you
banks
control?
don't even mean
Well, give me a loan.
The bank is the
Give me a loan so I can get a house
That's
and get
not
off the streets.
government.
You get
Give me
your-
some money so I don't have to go
That's the
hustle no more.
Federal Reserve.
You give me
The
some
IRS.
type of revenue so my boys don't have to be on the block hustling
don't have
and don't
to
have to
be.
get beaten,
They
killed by
choose
the
to do
police.
that.
How they choose to do that?
Give me a second. I grew up there.
You grew up in what?
I ain't sell crack or do none of that. I ain't had to do that.
Why you
I
had to
grew up
do it?
around them niggas
Why
too.
you had to do it?
Because I was reflecting on self and I ain't let the
How did you
external
eat?
take over me.
How did you eat?
Whatever, however I eat.
No, how did you eat?
Meeting people, fucking with people, fucking with
No,
people,
tell me-
networking,
no, tell me how did you
giving
eat?
love,
Tell me
reflecting
how did you
love,
put food in your
reflecting
pocket?
love,
Put money in
reflecting
your
love,
pocket.
showing
Reflecting
love
love.
to everybody I meet. That's how I eat.
So that's
Through
how
the
everybody
people.
gonna
The
eat.
people is the power.
That's
We the
how-
people
that's
is
how
the power.
everybody
That's
gonna
how
eat.
everybody eat.
That's how everybody.
each
So
other.
none of us have money.
It don't matter.
None of us have money. So
Damn, money
where
is
come from?
energy.
We're not even
Money is a
growing.
reflection of exchange of energy.
There it is.
I
Then you're
exchange
right.
my energy. I got the real
Okay,
money.
the
I am
people-
the money.
the people
Copper
who-
conducting electricity up
The
on the
people
sun.
who fed
That's the money.
Whatever. The people who fed
The
you, how
earth
did they
feed
live?
me. The earth feed
Where
me.
the food you go? You grow
My
your own
love
food?
feed
We
me.
own that
It
too.
don't matter.
You grow your own food?
I could.
Where is it?
I could.
I'm just asking
We're
you
not
where
just
you
talking
get
about
it.
the Midwest where I come from.
Where did you get the money
The
to
food
buy
grows.
yours?
We're not just talking about that's our inheritance, that they get it back already. Just before she mentioned about the food.
I know, but what
You know
she's
what I'm
trying, what
saying?
she's
That's
trying
get
to
it from
Who's in control?
What she's trying to
Using our
say is,
Merkaba,
we know
our
that in the
Merkaba,
Midwest they've
those
got all these